Hey everybody, it's Becky from Catching Up to Fi, and I'm coming to you with this week's Money Minute. This week I want to talk about the 5 things you can do with money. You might not have thought about this, some of them are kind of obvious, but anyway, let's talk about that. So here goes. All right, number one, what can you do with money? You can spend it. That one's kind of obvious. You've got money in your bank account, money in your wallet, money in your pocket. You can spend it. One of the primary things we do with money. So there might be a little decision there about what you want to spend it on. So think about what you value and what is meaningful to you. Spend the money on those things. If something does not bring value to your life, then consider maybe not spending it. All right, number two, you can save it. You can save it for things like a sinking fund, which Bill and I talked about sinking funds in episode 3. You could be saving it for the down payment on a house or to buy your next car. You could be saving it for a special meal that you want to go out, say, with your spouse or significant other for something really fancy and nice, maybe next week. So think about the things that you want to save for. And how you save and where you put that savings is going to be determined by how far down the road you need that money. If you need something next week, just put it in an envelope and put it in a drawer. If you are saving for something that's coming up in the next year or so, then you might want to put that in, say, a high yield savings account, maybe a CD. They're not paying too bad right now. In the past, they didn't pay enough interest to really be that helpful to us. But an online high yield savings account is great. So something that you need in the next 1 to 2 years for sure, maybe even the next 5 years. You want to just set that money aside, put it someplace where you can earn a little interest with it, but it'll be safe. Your principal will be safe and you'll have it when you need it. All right, number 3, you can pay down debt. This is something that I think is really important for our community. You want to get that debt off your plate. Debt is the financial freedom killer, in my opinion. So if you're just getting started and you realize that you've got some debt sitting out there, you've got a car loan, you've got a student loan, you got a home improvement loan, you've got something that is just eating away at your money every month, get that sucker paid off. We talked to Nasima McElroy in episode 14 about paying down debt. Nasima paid down $1 million worth of debt in a very short period of time. So I know that it seems daunting, but you can do it. Come up with a plan, either the debt snowball, the debt avalanche, or a hybrid of the two. There are calculators online that you can use to calculate how to pay down your debt, how fast it'll pay down, and the best method to do that with. Grab you a free calculator, put all your debts in it, come up with a plan, and get those things paid off. All right, number 4, you can invest your money. So beyond your short-term savings, beyond the money you need next week or next year, then you want to invest that. You need that money to grow for you. It will eventually get to the point where it may even grow faster than your W-2 job or your side hustle. So you want to get that money invested in your 401k. If you have one of those at work, especially if you have a match, get your match with the 401k. If you have an HSA, max that sucker out. If you don't have access to any kind of retirement plan at work, then open a brokerage account. Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard, your brokerage house of choice. Open a brokerage account as a taxable account and then start putting money in there and invest it. And here's one thing I want to make sure that you're aware of. When you put money in your 401k, that doesn't mean it's invested. It just means the 401k is holding it. The 401k is just a bucket. So if you are contributing to a 401k, 403b, 457, make sure you look at the investments and choose wisely and choose an investment for those dollars to go into. All right, last. 5th thing you can do with money is give it away. This is last on my list, but it's not last in priority. It is actually the top priority for Stephen and I. Give to charity, give to your church, give of your time, volunteer someplace. give of your efforts, help teach somebody, mentor someone, give of yourself, whether that's your money or your time or talents. Those are so important. And I will tell you that giving is one of the most fun things you can do with money. Bill and I have a whole long list of charities on the Catching Up to Fi website. If you don't happen to have a favorite charity, you can always look through that list and see if you find something that speaks to you. But I would definitely say, even if you're just getting started and you don't have that many spare dollars, find some to give away, and then also use your time and talent if you don't have a lot of money to give at first. But I know that that'll grow over time. All right. Thanks for being there with me for this Money Minute. We'll see you next week.